Welcome, Truth Nation. I'm Tonya Wilder, host of The Truth Ain't In Us. And if you're joining us and you want the truth, you are in the right place. That's what we're going to give you, the truth. And today we have a special guest. Booked, busy, burned out, finding balance, losing yourself. Welcome to the show, Kayla Armstrong. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good. So, Kayla, you are a business owner.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the name of your business? Tell everybody the name of your business.
Yeah, so the umbrella business is His Ambitious Girl. We work for God, not men.
Okay.
And underneath that, we have programs like Heels and Fitness is one of our main programs that we do.
Okay. So tell us about the first business.
Yeah, so as the umbrella, God, just gave it to me in a very depressing state of mind after having my first child, and I believe he just was reminding me to always be ambitious about God and not man. Everything that he has helped me throughout my life, just reminding me that I can still do it. And as it grown, I just always teach other women that that's who we work for, God and not man. So
you said you were depressed.
Yeah.
Was that postpartum, or like what caused your depression?
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't know if it's our community, but my parents in postpartum, it's like, oh, you ain't going through postpartum. So looking back, I do think it was postpartum. And I think that it was very dismissive from other people because I am the strong person. I am the person that, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it. And I remember saying, I need help working out. Like I would act like I'm going to work out when my children's father would go to work, and then I would sit there when he left, and I would sit there all day. So I think looking back, it was definitely postpartum and just a midst of me not knowing what's going to happen after I have the baby.
Okay, so let's go back. Tell me where exactly you're from.
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia.
Born and raised. Okay.
ATL. Ellenwood, Georgia is where I really grew up at.
Okay. So you're born here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Georgia Peach.
Georgia Peach.
And went away to college.
Yep, Albany State University.
Albany State. Are you the only child, or?
I do have a sister. We're 10 years apart.
Okay. And are you the oldest?
Nope, the youngest.
The youngest, so you're the baby of the family.
Yep.
Okay. And so you go away to college, and you meet the love of your life.
Yes.
Let's just say that. The love of your life, right?
Yes, yeah.
And did you get pregnant in school or after you graduated?
Yep, after I graduated. So I graduated 2018. I got pregnant 2020, I would say 2020. Had her 2021. Okay.
And so you got depressed. Was it like right after giving birth, or?
You know what? Thinking about it, we was going through some tough times before I had her. I think I was in the verge of like leaving when I found out I was pregnant. So it was probably just like all of the emotions of, okay, I'm out of here, to, okay, I'm not out of here. I'm here, we got to figure something out. So I think it was all of that in the mix, for sure.
So you guys decided to work it out because you were having a baby.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
We tried. That makes sense. That's what, that's the right thing to do.
Right.
I think it's owed to the children first and foremost, but for sure. And so how did you get into starting your business, though?
Yeah, so I actually started in college, 2017. I started, it was a very interesting transition. I started waking up early, listening to Denzel, Tyler Perry, Oprah, early in the morning. I was dancing, and I got a studio off campus. Asked a lady if I could pay her rent monthly, and I started hosting classes off campus.
So were you dancing? Did you grow up dancing? Your parents put you in dance school?
Ballet. Not dance school, but I was always in ballet. Then I did praise dance, and then I started majorette for high school, and then I danced in college as well.
Okay, so when you say praise dance, so you grew up in the church?
Yeah.
Okay. Are your parents pastors or no?
No.
Okay.
I think I put them in church back then, too. So, yeah, I was like, let's go to church, yeah.
So it wasn't the opposite way around. You were pulling them into the church. Okay.
Yep, still do.
Okay, and so So then you started this business in college.
Yes.
Okay, and how did that work out?
It was amazing. I believe every class was sold out except for one.
Okay.
And it was sold out online, but in person, it was just me and my friends there. But that was one class. And then I hosted a showcase before I left, and that was amazing. That was completely sold out, and it has 400 chairs in there, and people were standing. So I felt like in that moment, I knew, like, okay, I think this is what I'm going to do when I graduate. And I think, like I say, when I had my first child, and it was like, well, it doesn't seem like that's going to be it. And I think that's where I just kind of lost myself.
And what type of dancing was it?
Yeah, honestly, I'm more of a freestyle type of person. I go off the beat because I have so much in me. Majorette, line dance, I have ballet in there, hip hop in there, that depending on the beat, I'm a flow.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. You're going to have to show us some moves a little later
Oh,
now.
gosh.
You're going to have to show us some moves, girl. So, what did you do after you graduated college?
Yeah, the day after, I went into sales.
Okay.
I've
been talking to a lot of salespeople lately.
Yes.
That's my background.
Yeah.
Okay. What type of
Yes.
sales?
I went into direct TV hardcore, selling in the Walmarts and the Krogers.
Oh,
yes.
Now that's a sale job
It's a sale, yeah.
Yeah. You it's like getting it out the mud.
And I loved it. Like, I
Really?
wish I would have stayed longer. Yeah. My sales were up. My name was on the charts. I was traveling with them. It was really good. And then randomly, I was like, I need to go dance. And the owner was like, you need money, though.
Yes.
And I was like, I'll figure it out. But I wish that I would have stayed there longer, for sure.
So it was a calling for you.
Yes.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so transitioning into that, how was that journey for you?
Transitioning
And that is that the company that you have now?
Well, dance has always been the base of it, right? But when I had my daughter, same classes, I'm doing the same thing. I think that the calling and the message just switched. Because in college, it wasn't called His Ambitious Girl. It wasn't for God and not man. It wasn't empowerment, basically. But after I had my daughter, the name and the message just switched.
And why is that?
I think he just called me back to him. When I started in college, it was my first encounter with God. Like, I felt like he showed me. Because I never thought I would dance. I was always dancing, but it was like, I'm going to graduate and go into marketing or something. But one night on the side of the road, I just felt like I had embraced, like I just had met God one night. And I sat there and I started planning, like, this is me, this is what I'm going to do. And I just started doing it. But I feel like over time, coming to Atlanta, just jumping into things, I feel like over time I had just kind of lost myself. So I think when he called me back to him, he just wanted me to go more into empowerment versus let's just dance.
Okay, I hear you. And so what inspired you to create a fitness experience centered around dancing in heels? Because that's what you're doing now, right?
Yes.
So explain that to everybody, the dancing in heels.
Yes. So Heels and Fitness started in my living room. And one night I was asleep. This probably sounds crazy, but one night I was asleep and I just heard Heels and Fitness. I woke up and I'm on Google like, is it safe? Is it this? And I dance in heels as choreography. So we're not doing anything crazy in our block boot heels. So I knew it was a safe alternative to fitness, but it was just different. And so I just started doing it for myself, adding on a band. I started working out. I ended up losing 40 pounds.
Wow.
And I just kept doing it. And that's when women was like, well, let me do it. I started making YouTube workouts. I ended up, at first it was a stiletto, but I ended up doing a block boot heel just because, we're stepping out. Yeah, more balance. And we're doing a little bit more in our Heels and Fitness sessions. So that's pretty much me in the living room, playlist, losing my weight, and just sharing it with other women.
Okay. And so by you sharing it with the other women, that grew into you going out doing brick and mortar?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say, well, we don't have our studio yet.
Okay.
You know, I honestly wasn't sure if I wanted to do that till recently. It didn't hit me till recently, but it went into me going into cafes and nutrition clubs and studios, dance studios, gyms. It went into us popping up at other places,
Okay.
hosting pop-up experiences.
Oh, that's cool. And how was that working for you?
It's going amazing. So before I had my son, I just had my son.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
That's baby number 2.
Yes.
Okay, boy and girl.
Perfect.
Done. Are you going to have any more?
That's it. Done.
You hope not.
I'm done.
Yeah, tubes tied?
No.
So you don't know if you're done.
That's true. My mom was like, tie him up. I said, that's crazy.
That's the only way to say that you're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? Because I thought I was done.
And then you had...
And 14 years later.
No.
Yeah.
Not 14.
Yes, 14. So let's go.
Yes. So before I had my son, we were doing weekly classes at Color Bar Cafe, and then we started at PDN Peach Drop. These are cafes that started with Herbalife. You ever heard of Herbalife?
I've heard of Herbalife. And like, how many people would be in your class?
So we would probably, at PDN, it was about 20. We was
Okay.
hosting about 20 consistently. And then when we moved to the dance studios, I seen a huge drop in numbers. And then sometimes it'll be 20, sometimes it'll be 5. Being at Color Bar Cafe, I would say 5 to 20. It just fluctuated. Doing something weekly consistently, when I first started, it was like a 3-month trial. So people just kept coming. And then doing something weekly consistency, you get to see people be a little inconsistent. You know, it's a weekly thing, like a gym. And so we was doing that. After I had my son, I just didn't want to do it no more. I didn't want to do weekly anymore. Wow. I felt like it was so much more to do just as a brand owner. Doing weekly classes it can be a lot if you're not at a gym, someone's handling marketing, someone got to get the people in there. And I was not getting the people in there no more. I wasn't even focusing on it, not like I was in the beginning. So now we focus on pop-up experiences where it's every other month and we make sure that it's a full-blown experience.
Okay, so and do you work another job? Outside of this?
I was. Not postpartum, maternity leave turned into actual leave. So they let me go on maternity leave. But
okay.
But yes, I was just at Porsche Experience Center, more of like a customer experience person.
And so the business, so right now you're doing pop-ups.
Yes.
Every month or?
Every other month.
Every other month.
And then our Women Empowerment Dance event, which is a larger experience, is November and April.
Okay. And so how are you making money outside of that?
Yeah, so for the brand-wise, the app. So I've had this app built in.
Okay, so let's talk about this app, because I haven't heard about the app yet. So let's talk about the app.
I've had this app built in for a while now. It's something that we use through Spaces, but the ladies get workouts. They get community fellowship. So it's just able, instead of them seeing me weekly, you can get all my workouts on the app.
Okay.
But now we transition to make it worldwide. We yell at all of our events, energy.
Okay.
So that's the name of the app. And
Energy.
Energy. And now it's going to be on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. But it's going to house way more coaches. What we have a confidence corner. When you wake up, read your word daily. So implementing that, finance is super important to me because it's not something I grew up learning. So
none of us did,
right?
In the Black household.
Listen, so that's in the app as well. Looking for more financial women to kind of take on that portion. So that's where I'm at right now. I've just been building the app on maternity leave.
So let's talk about that more in depth. How do you start by building an app?
Yeah.
Because some people can't even fathom that. I mean, it's a dream, it's a hope, it's a prayer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do you make it happen?
It's easy these days because we're not thinking about $40,000 build out developers. We
Mm.
have, it's AI days these days.
Okay.
I didn't take that route. I am in the AI builders program, but I built it before I joined. So I went through Wix. Wix already has built in for you to publish your app on Google Play and Apple Store. They've been very helpful. All I had to do was build it and design it, which I'm pretty good at. I can work
Is
my
that what
magic.
you went to college for that?
I think because I just been editing and trying to do my
Okay.
own stuff for so long that it just became second nature. Yeah,
Okay.
never having a website person, never having a developer myself. I just learned. So that I'm pretty good at. And all I had to do was go in and key and plug in.
So you created this app on
Yes. Wix.
Okay.
Yep, on Wix. And I would say that's the hardest part is just building it out. Now, I joined the AI Builders program because they was talking like, you can make it app in a week. And I'm like, wait a minute, it took me 4 months. So, so I joined to see what they were doing, and it's true. I took my spec sheet, which is basically your target, letting AI know exactly what you're building. I took that thing and put it inside of Lovable, and they built it. And I can see a different perspective now, but that's how easy it is now. I think it's just a matter of people putting that time in behind closed doors.
And so with this app, how many people are now using your app?
New app, none. So right now I'm just looking for, I'm not going to say none, but right now we're looking for 50 founding members. The app hasn't published yet.
Okay.
So it's on the Google Play Store. We don't market it as if it's there or anything because we're still waiting on the Apple Store. And then our old app, we have about 20 founding members. So we're just working our way up. All of our ladies that was in it in the past, as we were building, we just kind of stopped a little bit because we knew we was going to transition. So we've just been banking on founding members.
Okay. And so I also heard that you had some type of deal with Lululemon.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Now, so how did that happen? And like, yeah, explain it to us.
I think it's just who you know. One of the ladies that is close with Color Bar Cafe owners, and Color Bar Cafe is near and dear to me as well. I think she's just been looking at us and been very proud of us because we've been building from the ground up, still building, you know. So she reached out and asked if I can be a part. I think the beautiful thing about it was that she asked for Heels and Fitness. I think that was like it's like, okay, people starting to get it, you know, notice me, notice, you know, what we're building over here. And I think that was the most beautiful part about it. I got to come as me. I didn't have to make up no other workouts or anything. We didn't have on our heels, but that was fine because it's more about the movement and the energy that we bring.
So what did you guys actually do with Lululemon?
It was at their fitness festival that they had. So I had a specific slot where I got to teach the ladies and work out with them. Very cool. Each coach had a slot. And so I don't know how everybody else did it, but I bought out a DJ. Because we always got to have DJ Breezy in there. And we had our towels. We always like to bring some towels for the ladies and give a little gift. And we worked out with them. Dance, fitness.
Okay. And so when did you start to notice that, hey, I'm booked, I'm busy? Like, when did that happen? When did you notice that, and how did you like start dealing with that?
Yeah, I think I'm in that now. It's more so booked on the brand side because I have been implementing teams now. And I think with teams, because in the past, I think when I did get pregnant, I noticed I stepped away. And when I stepped away, I noticed my brand was not going without me and running without me. And it hurt me a little bit because I felt like that was 3 years I had already put in.
Yeah.
And it made me realize you've done nothing in business terms, you know? So since I've been implementing teams, I've been doing that because I want to make sure that it's going to run whether I'm feeling it or not. You know, it can't just go off of how I'm feeling. So we've been making sure that we're having our events every other month, making sure that the app is running, the meetings are running, the app is about to launch. You know, it can't just be I'm doing it. It's getting overwhelming. Let's wait another month. You know. So I think now I am in that booked and busy just because I have accountability within my brand now. And it's like, girl, you gotta keep going. So I have somebody like, okay, you said that I was gonna be out last month.
Yes.
Where is it? You know, so
Okay, so 2 kids,
2 kids.
single mom.
Yes.
How do you balance work life with being a one parent home?
Yeah, I honestly, I think things will change over the next month because I am looking to go back to work. Um, and I have been graced with such a, when they let me go on maternity leave, I was sad because I was like, how dare you? I was about to sue them. but,
Okay.
but no, I realized that it was a beautiful thing because I just had my baby and I did want that time. I was not trying to go back to work, but I was just going back. And so I took that time to build and to be with my children every single day, homeschool my oldest daughter. She's 5. So I think that the balance happened naturally. Just being able to wake up, have my me time before the kids get up, but I'm not rushing to work. I'm not on anybody else's time. But when I go back to work, I do think that things will change. One thing that I have been blessed with is understanding organization. Everything is organized now.
Yeah.
All of my folders, all of my chat conversations, my website. And now that the app is pretty much done, we're just waiting on them to approve. I'm not at home trying to do all this stuff. So I do think balance comes from organization and just being willing to do it in the time frame you said you was going to do it.
Absolutely.
And I've gotten really good at that.
So, going back to work, a lot of people think, oh, when I start my own business, I don't have to work. Like, I'm a business owner. I'm going to put all my time and energy into this business, but then you don't have the money to pay your bills because you're building this business from ground up. And like a lot of us who are we're black or African Americans, starting from scratch, getting it out the mud, basically, it doesn't look like that for us. Sometimes you do have to work another job plus run your business. So how are you going to manage that with 2 small kids?
With 2 small kids, yeah. I think this time it's just knowing that it's a decision this time. I think in the past, I only did it because I had to. Or, I mean, I've been there. I have stopped working. I think I was completely jobless and just working my brand for 3 years while my daughter was with me growing. And because Twitter had laid us off first. So I had, I was working, doing my own thing. Then I started Twitter. Then I just went back to doing my own thing. So I get the grind.
Now, Twitter had laid you off. What does that mean?
When Twitter just said, we're done. Twitter became X and everybody that was with Twitter got X. So it was just a layoff, you know. But that was in the past. But I was doing the Uber and the what's the other one? DoorDash, trying to make sure that I can, still meet ends meet. But honestly, I don't have that in me no more. I don't have the hustle in me like that anymore. I like to do the real work, I would say. What do I need to do for the brand to succeed? And if that's going to work and investing in myself, but making sure I can invest in my children, that hustle only allowed me to invest in the business. But it's like, you're right, I got 2 children now. And one of them wants to be active. And so now I finally understand, that's where that extra money comes in at. Because I don't want you touching the business money. I don't want to take the business money and, put it into the family and then what's going to grow the business. So I think just having a better understanding now, I'm okay with going back to work. I'm okay with still waking up early. I'm an early bird. I'm a 4 a.m. girly to get things done before I go to work. So
now, what about the kid's father?
Yeah.
Is he helping? Like, I'm not talking about financially.
Yeah.
I'm talking about giving you the time so you can grow your business, have a peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because I think that's very important. And if the kids are with you, most of the time is their time when he comes in and You're like, okay, let me get the kids.
Yeah, this the truth, ain't it?
Yes, this is the truth, ain't it? Us.
Because he lives elsewhere, South Kakalaki.
Yes. My
Yes.
hometown. Home
Does anybody
state.
else call it South Kakalaki?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, South Kakalaki.
Okay.
That's one of the terminologies that we use for
Awesome.
sure.
Well, yes, because he's so far, no. And I think that has probably been the hardest thing. And I guess that's why I did get so good at time management, because I started to drown a little bit, and I did not like drowning. So, I felt myself trying to operate as old me. And I realized, nope, that baby is going to wake up whenever that baby is going to wake up. And then when you finish with him, the toddlers or Skylar's like, okay, mommy, I'm hungry too, So just going back and forth, I don't feel like I had that peace of mind. So I think that's where I really had to double down and understand a good schedule for me. But no, they can only do so much from afar.
So I'm going to ask a question, and if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. Do you feel like women get the short end of the stick when it comes to, having kids? Because a man, he can go out and live his life afar.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair, for the mother to be stuck.
It's
like,
not.
What about shared custody? Like, is that something that you've considered? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, him even getting the kids, like, every other month or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think it's something I think about, only because we have an amazing relationship. We're always on the verge of, even right now, like, we want to work it out. He has a job there now, so it just kind of kept him there longer. So I don't think about that, but I still always tell him, and I'm very vocal about, it's not fair, It's not fair that, and I think they really be feeling like, oh, I call every day. They hear my, it's like, it is not the same. And, when I said it, he definitely was like, I know that, but it's like, I really wish that men would understand our entire day is
evolved around the kids.
Yes.
And also, like, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because let's just keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
He's living his best life.
Yeah.
And not saying that you're not living your best life because you love your children.
We live a life,
I'm saying?
right?
We love, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't have the responsibility that you have.
Mm-hmm. He took them for the weekend, and this is my first mommy break weekend. And this is a breath of the way I'm moving throughout the day. I was like, I forgot about this.
Well, maybe he should get them every weekend.
Listen. But
we need you to get your kids every weekend or every other weekend, okay?
It be me. I don't be wanting my little chunky man to go nowhere.
No.
Only because I'm breastfeeding, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After that...
Say less.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
I definitely
get it. But
I
definitely think that's a conversation that, women don't always have. It's like, that's a lot. Our entire day is kid, back and forth. You be like this. I started counting.
For me, and I thank God I didn't have to go like that, even, go through that, I should say, even though at one point my husband and I did separate, but still, and he was in South Carolina and I had moved here, he had the kids for the summer. Mm-hmm. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I had the kids during the school year. Mm-hmm. That was the first year that we were separated and we got back together, but I was the type of person, like, I wasn't having it no other way.
Yeah.
And I think as a woman, I think we allow these men to do whatever instead of us putting our foot down.
That's true.
And be like, no, this is what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And if I have to get the white man involved and let him make the decision, then hey, let's do that. But I think we allow them as women to do whatever.
Yeah. I can definitely see that, because for the longest, I barely said anything, And once again, it could have been because the baby is so young, And because I'm like, but there are moments that I wish I would have said, no, you got to come back and get them. It's not working. So
Oh, you need to move
yeah,
here.
exactly. I still voice that. I'm like, okay,
Yes.
time's ticking, so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, don't cause no problems.
I'm not.
Are your parents here?
Yes.
So do they help a lot?
They do. I'm actually
Okay.
with when we split, I went back home.
Okay.
I went back home. So that has been a huge help. I didn't want to. I was like, nope, not doing it. But I did. I think I was stuck on what it would look like versus what I needed. And it's been pretty great, honestly. I get to learn from them in a different way because they've been together for over 32 years. So yeah, it's been pretty great.
So I know at one point you were burnt out, right?
Yeah.
How did you realize or recognize? Did someone come to you or like?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it shows up in the way that I receive things or pour into the people around me. I think I got tired of pouring. I got tired of being the one leading the class and doing the empowerment. I felt like I was going to class crying, that I had to pour out, because behind closed doors, I felt like I don't have anything to pour out. But yet you walk in the building and people are waiting for you to pour out, waiting for you to host that class. So I think it definitely showed up there. It shows in my hair too. Whenever my hair is looking janky, something is wrong. I'm like, yep, stress, and also just feeling like when other things are working for other people, and I kind of had like that, okay, what about me? That's when also I knew I'm a little burned out. I'm not pouring inside of myself. I'm feeling a little weird about things. So, but I kept going. I think that's the downside to being so ambitious is you always, one of the sayings we say in class is don't stop. Look somebody else in the eyes and tell them to keep going. Don't stop. And I say, I live by that too. But when I got pregnant, it's something about pregnancy emotions. You can't fake nothing. Maybe it was just this baby, but I said, cut it. Cut the classes, cut everything. I don't want to do it.
So how did you overcome the depression? Like what steps, like what did you do? Did you go to counseling, saw your doctor?
Yeah. The first baby, because I believe it kind of happened a little bit with both. The first baby, I more so listened to a sermon twice a day, morning and night. I ran into Sarah Jake Roberts. Get Up Girl was my first sermon. And I listened to a sermon every single day. And I think just taking in, how God views us, I was not viewing myself that way. And I think getting over, once again, what things look like. My parents been together all my life, 32 plus years. And for me to be pregnant and not in a relationship, I think that it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I think I looked at myself a little bit disgusted a little bit. So having to get over that and over the fact that this is your life, you're either going to be sad about it or you're going to keep going. So I think that was the first thing, just acceptance, changing my attitude about things and seeing what God wanted for me in that season. And that's where the Women Empowerment Dance events came back up. And I can be honest at these events and I can pour to other women. This past time, letting everything go. I stopped showing up to classes because at first I was like, oh, I'm going to be the pregnant girl. Hidden it in class, doing everything in the fitness classes. But I don't know. As time went on, I said, cut the classes. I don't know when the next event will be. I was just at home and just getting back to me. I started back working out in the living room again and recording a series, a pregnancy and postpartum series for me. And now that series is honestly the reason I'm getting more views, more audience, more app clicks today.
So, do you think you need counseling?
I think everybody need counseling, but I would say so. I started a little bit, and just kind of stopped, but I would love to, yeah.
And the reason I say that is because how do you know you won't stop again?
How do I know I won't stop again? I just don't feel like I will, but you're right. You don't know. I think the only difference this time is I am implementing the teams because I know that I don't want a one woman brand. I want a brand that can. I always say His Ambitious Girl is the next Nike. I want to see this logo on everybody's chest.
Okay.
And so I think having to understand that it can't just run with me. So I think it's not that I don't know if I'm going to stop again, but if I stop, I know that the brand can keep running without me. So I think that's what I'm working on.
Yeah, and I think too, like in life, we all go through things.
We go through things, yeah.
And just knowing how to deal with it at the end of the day,
yeah,
can definitely help because we just can't stop living. We can't stop our dreams.
Right.
Because each time you stop, right, how far does it push you back?
So far. Yep. So far, but I can say I think that it pulls, but it catapults you up a little bit. Depending on how you handle it. You know, me being in the living room, it pushed me back up, you know, because I think I was afraid to say, hey, guys, I think that I want to build Hills and Fitness from the living room again. I think I was afraid to say that because you've been doing these weekly classes. People are coming. So why would you do that, you know? And I didn't want to do both. So I think for me, it was being afraid to just say what I wanted to do in the season that I was in. So it was good for me. But yes, not knowing how to handle it. You're right. It can, you know, stop you and push you all the way back for sure.
And self-love, where are you with that?
Yeah, I take it seriously. My daughter knows me so well. I stayed this weekend. She said, is it because you want me time? I said, yes. Yes, so I take it seriously. My self-love, I think, I just like peace and quiet these days. So finding that for me, I've never been a big shopper. I've never been a lady of nails and toes.
You got your nails
yes,
done today?
Yes. And
Okay.
I've been doing really good for it for years, but I just wasn't that in the past. But just learning what I like. I never been on a solo date, you know. So yeah, I think being with him for so long, we just been with each other since college, so I never took that time to figure out me, Kayla Nicole Armstrong, as just a woman away from business and everything. So I used to be more so focused on the dance industry, but now I focus on going to train for me. Like I love entering myself into training sessions with other choreographers. Like I love all of that. So I think I'm just learning myself all over again.
So you haven't dated anyone outside of your boyfriend?
He took
your ex?
Yeah, took my whole 20s.
Oh, girl.
Whole 20s. We had a little break. I started seeing one other person, but it was short-lived.
So you think he's not dating? He hasn't dated other people?
I am sure he probably has.
So why have you stopped living for you?
I'm too old school. Yeah, I'm like the...
What does that mean?
I'm like the...
Because hold on, I'm 56.
Really,
so
you
I'm
look
old,
good.
Yes, but I'm old. So when you say old school, so what does that really mean?
In the past, I feel like I date you, I can only focus on you. So then I lose time because if that don't work out...
Are you waiting for your ex? Seriously, is that what's really going on?
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
I think because we've been talking about working it out, I think there is some waiting in me. Because he's interested in working it out. But it's like every time they're interested, why we be interested, you know?
You answered. I'm about to ask you. So why are you making it about him?
Yeah. I think that's just me.
But you got to change that.
Yeah, I think so. And then, I mean, guys are interested. You know, they're interested. I told him the other day, I said, you better hurry up now before somebody snatches along. But when I try, I just be like, yeah, I'm not going to.
So this is the truth ain't in us, right? Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Live your life.
Yeah.
Don't wait on a man.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for... You're a beautiful young
you.
lady. I would not be waiting for this man to come along.
But we're family.
What does that have to... He's the kid's father.
Yeah, Well, we talk about making it work.
Well, what you said to me was he wants to make it work.
That is true.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if he didn't want to make it work, I think you would still be waiting there for him to come along to say he's going to make it work.
In the past, yes. This time, no. I do feel like this time I am interested in making it work. But this time I told myself I'm okay if it doesn't, you know. But in the past, yes, I feel like I was just dangling.
I think you need to get out there and start dating.
And I want to, whether he wants to make it work or not, there's no ring on my finger. I need to date, you know. Dating is scary these days.
That's okay. But dating, I'm not saying to have sex.
Yeah.
Just date.
Yeah, just date.
Just date. Go out there and date.
Yeah. And
you
I
never
want to.
know.
Mm-hmm. I want to.
I just wouldn't be stuck on that one person.
Right.
He's your family when it comes to your children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I will say this to you and anybody else out there. A man knows if he wants to marry you from day one when he first meets you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They already know.
They do.
They do. So I'm telling you, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Go out there and date.
I'm trying. I'm going to try. I'm serious.
I think you're going to be sitting there waiting for that man.
No.
I think you're going to be sitting there. I think you're going to be sitting there waiting for that man.
Listen.
But I pray that you don't.
Yeah. I promise I have healed enough to not wait, but like I say, I am happy to know that he's interested. I'm happy, you know, but I've healed enough not to wait, and I'm focused. I think
you'll be happy to know that other men are interested too.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I keep it real. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, so my son is 35.
Okay.
My daughter's 33, and I have a 21-year-old.
Yes.
I talk to them. I keep it real. My son is married, but my daughters, I'm going to keep it real with them all the time.
Yeah.
And any young person as well. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. Keep it 100.
Good. Yeah. My mom tells me that all the time. She's like, what you waiting on? Go.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah. When I thought about it, my friend is so funny. She said, wait, you ain't been with nobody else since, because she graduated with us too. I was like, no. She's talking about, you need to get out there.
You do.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he's been with some people.
Mm-hmm. Probably so.
Yeah. So you don't, and I'm not saying you have to go out there and do that, but go out and date.
I think it's important, especially crossing over into, you know, the big 3-0. It's like you didn't do it in your 20s, so I am interested. And I just think it's good for you. Just experience.
Yes,
experience some different things.
So, enough of that lecture from me. So, tell the people where they can find you on social media.
Yes. Hey, y'all. On social media, Kayla Nicole Armstrong on all platforms. And if you're looking for our community page where we host all women empowerment events, dance events, fitness events, that is His Ambitious Girl, HIS Ambitious Girl.
It has truly been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank
I
you.
pray for you, your children. I pray that your business, your app, all of it grows and that you're successful.
Thank you.
And I just pray that you find happiness and love at the end of the day.
Me
Happiness
too.
and love.
Listen.
Okay? And go out and date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
I'm going to do a follow-up with you.
Yeah, go out and date. Let your hair down. Okay?
Yeah.
And have you some fun.
He going to watch this and say, I thought we was working on some things.
Well,
We're dating right now.
yeah. Y'all working on some things from afar.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to go on some dates.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you guys for watching The Truth Ain't In Us. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And you will see us back next week, same time, different topic.